Good afternoon, Facebook family and friends. It's a testimony Tuesday for me, and I said every Tuesday I would like to just come forth and share, a word of wisdom, words of encouragement, motivation, based on my own life experiences. And last week I talked about faith, F-A-T-E, versus faith, F-A-I-T-H. However, this week, I was led in the spirit and I prayed about it. Okay, God, what can I share with your people on a Tuesday evening? And he led me to, after the waiting, having the faith and trusting and believing, it's that meantime. Sometimes we want to get in God's way because we sort of like a microwavable type of society now. We want to see things happen suddenly, But God has a plan for our lives. God has the perfect timing. And I know that sometimes we wonder, okay, I'm here. Are you on vacation? I'm going through. I'm believing, I'm trusting, I got faith, I'm walking in faith, not by sight, not what it looks like. Okay, God, I need a word. I need a solution. I need help. Do you see me down here? And of course, he does. My favorite passage of scripture was Philippians 4:6. And you need to check that out whenever you get a chance. And it says, be anxious for nothing, but through prayer and supplication. Let me tell you, the show Mary Jane came out and they showed whereas she had all these Post-its around her room, on her headboard. I was posting back in 2008. I remember going through the chemotherapy. I remember as every string of my hair fell out in my hands. I remember the eyebrows when I washed my face. I remember the eyelashes. I remember looking at that reflection in the mirror, reminding myself of Casper, the friendly ghost. I'm like, God, what happened? Look at me. I've always had nice hair. I've always had this, but that was a process that I had to go through. And I questioned some things. There were some things I wondered about because I'm like, okay, I'm trying my best to live right. I don't go to places I used to go. I don't do the things I used to do. I don't even be around the people that I used to be. But why, at this season in my life, why am I going through this? I couldn't understand it. So I wanted what we call a speedy recovery. So I would look at that little bald head in the mirror. I would look at the lady that was considered to be pretty and say, what happened, God? When is my hair going to come back? When is my eyebrows going to come back? My eyelashes? When is my weight going to come back? When, God? I need this thing to happen because I don't look like that person that I've known all my life. And God shared with me, Valerie, get out of your own way. Get out of my way. I love you. I want you to understand and stop taking this thing so personal. Because this is not even about you. This is about others. This is about the lives that you are going to touch. I left you behind. I saved you. There's many that have gone on. Even me and my sister went through the same time. Both of us battling breast cancer. He took her home. And there was moments I wondered, why, you left me here, but you took my friend. You took my sister, my confidant. You took my prayer partner. You took someone who meant the world to me, but you left me behind. He said, I left you behind because you're bold. Because you're bodacious, because you're one that will tell the story. You will stand before many one day, Valerie, and share your journey. And as I went through that journey, I'm not saying it was easy, because it was not. But it was the most eye-awakening experience for me. And I know this may sound a little crazy to some of y'all, but it doesn't even matter. But do you know I would take nothing for that journey? I would not be the woman that I am today. God has his way, because I ran from it for a long time. I said, okay, maybe when I turn 50, maybe when I turn 60, whatever. God said, oh, you want to decide when you going to share my word? You want to decide when you will share the testimony? You want to decide when you going to go and stand on the mountain? Oh, you going to be like Jonah? You going to run? God said, no, I have a way of humbling you. And sometimes God allowed circumstances like the one that I was in. How they say sometimes he allowed evil, sometimes he allowed situations, problems, and things like that. Because he wants more from us. He requires more from us. I'm here to tell you, there's some of you out there, you're in situations and you're like, God, I've been praying. I'm even fasting. I don't understand what's happening. Why that boy my son, why he just won't do the right thing. I prayed, God, about this relationship. I'm giving all the best that I can. I can't understand. I work so hard and the bills are paid, but listen, there's nothing left over. Why is it so difficult? God is saying, because I'm stretching you. I'm stretching you, Valerie. I'm stretching you, young lady. I'm stretching you, man, to do things my way, not your way. I need you to trust me in this process. I need you to trust me through this journey. See, because that road is narrow. But sometimes people don't want to take the narrow road. They want the wide road with the bridge to get over quick, a shortcut. But God says sometimes you got to go through that narrow road. So even though it looks like you can't fit on that road, it's so thin, it's so small, you got to remember that it's the road that we must travel. It ain't easy, y'all. We all got circumstances. We all got issues, just like that woman with the issue of blood. All those years she bled. All those years she spent every dollar she had trying to heal herself, trying to find out what's wrong with me. Why am I bleeding for 12 long years? Why am I going through this situation for all the? Why am I still fighting God? Why am I still being taken advantage of? Why am I still hurting? Why am I still going through? God said, just like that woman with the issue. We all got issues. Are you going to press your way like she did? Are you going to come from behind, literally getting down on your knees just to get a touch, just to touch the hem of his garment? Are you willing to do that? To be healed, to be saved, to be set free, to be delivered? What are you willing to do? There's a price to pay. Sometimes we just think that he owes us, but he don't owe you nothing. He don't owe me nothing. He gave us life. He gave us every breath that we take. He is responsible. But what are you going to give him? Are you willing to give him a little of your time? Are you willing to read his word? Are you willing to share your testimony? Are you willing to tell somebody that he is real? Are you willing to tell them how much he loves them despite their shortcomings, how he's a forgiver, how he's merciful, how he's the lover of their lives? When I could tell you this, he is the lover of my life. I wouldn't trade him for nothing in the world. Because you know what? He'll never hurt me. He'll never break my heart. I could tell him all my secrets and know that they will stay with him. And you know what? He won't even judge me. That's the God that I serve. That's my daddy. That's my friend. That's my wheel in the middle of a wheel. That's my bright in the morning star. That is that lily of the valley. I don't know from the old school if y'all remember that thing in church, the lily of the valley, the bright in the morning star. Yes, that's what he is to me. I don't know what he is to you, but I'm telling you, get up. Get out of that position. Take your rightful place. I need you to know you got a friend in him. You got a friend when all your so-called friends, when all your family, when everybody has did you wrong or didn't do right by you, and you done helped everybody else out when they was about to lose their house, when they ain't have no gas, when they ain't have no food, when they was going through, you were there. But when it's your time, when you going through, when your season comes around, that's a friend that you can depend on. I want you to understand this thing ain't even about me, and it really doesn't matter. But I told him, if you get me through that, see, maybe I ain't been through nothing until you go through something, whereas your life is on the line, until you realize that it was only the Father, till you realize it was only Jesus that helped you get up out of that situation. You can't understand this thing. So I told him, you saved my life. You made me whole. You healed my body. You set me free. I'll serve you to my last breath. I ain't perfect, y'all. I'm the first to tell you. I am a constant work under construction. But I can tell you this. I love myself some Jesus. I love my Father. And I will share his word with the world until my last day. I thank you all for your time on this Testimony Tuesday. I just can't even express what I'm feeling. And I got to share it. I can't keep it to myself. I got to let you know how good he is and how grateful. And despite what I've been through, I am joyful. He has given me an unspeakable joy that only could have come from him. So I must share every chance I can about how great thou art. I love you. You be blessed. Until next Tuesday, take care.